All right, so I have about 5 to 7 minutes before you get here. You're down at your storage unit. So, let's hit it hard. You're gonna bring it all the way down. And we're just gonna start with a little warm-up exercises, just some crunch variations. So we're starting with the classic crunch. Fingers laced behind the head, lower back and shoulder blades down into the mat, resting down. And now squeeze and up. Bring the shoulders off the mat. You're squeezing just that little muscle here, that rectus abdominis. And Kokiri is in front of the camera because he loves to do that when I'm recording. But we're crunching here, so let's go. 8, 7. Breathe out as you squeeze up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here and pulse. Good. Support the head and neck. So the only thing that's moving, the only thing that's activated right now is the core muscles on the front of the tummy. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. All right. Now clasp your heels together and let your hips fall open. Good. This is a frog crunch. Now place fingers behind the head and neck and crunch up. So it's the same thing, but a different focus because your hips are open. So let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kokiri's gonna join me. All right. This is how every yoga video I make goes. All right. Now bring your hips up off the mat with your heels still clasped. And you're going to touch elbow to knee. Good. We're adding on to that crunch with some core, total body activation. Bring it up and down. And we are 8, 7. Rest down if you need to. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Release the head and neck down. And now we're going to pretend that there's an imaginary rope up above you. And you're going to slowly pull it towards yourself and climb it up to bring your shoulders off the mat. And now lower back down. And up. And I'm going to shift my cat here. And up. Let's go 6 more. 6. Roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. 5. Roll it down. 4. Roll it down. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring these up. You're balancing on your sits bones. Find a 90-degree bend in the knees. Hands run parallel to the shins. Lean back. Engage that belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax down. We're going to do 2 more sets of that. Gently lean back, balance on those sits bones. Hold the knees up 90 degrees. Lean back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down. Heels down. You can lean forward. And bring it back to find your balance. Lean back. Engage the tummy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. I'm going to flip it over. And we're going to come into a plank. So bring your elbows directly down underneath your shoulders. And step it back so that you make a nice straight line with your body. Now, if you haven't planked in a while, you may want to come down onto the knees. Just lower those hips. Good. Everything is engaged. We're going to hold our plank. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower down onto the mat. Bring the arms out. And you're going to slowly bring both arms up and bring the legs up. Just like so. This is a lower back exercise, so you should feel the strength building in that lower back. But you're really using every muscle in the body, engaging the entire rotator cuff, Everything south of the waist. Now lower back down. Relax. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders once more and bring it back up into your plank. Now if you're modifying, you're down on the knees. But we're holding here in our plank. Good. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Arms out, legs out. And slowly come up into Superman. Whenever I think of Superman, I think of Ben. Because he looks like him and he cuts his hair like him. And lower down. All right. One more plank. Just move to Kokiri. No, ow, ow. All right. Bring it up into your plank. Down on those knees if you'd like. He's never happy with me when I have to move him out of a workout video. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. All right, now roll out onto your side. Good. Now what you're going to do is bend those knees, place the top hand on the top hip, and you're going to squeeze the torso, squeeze the legs off the mat, and lower down. You're going to feel this in what's called your oblique, just there on the top outside of the abdomen. And 8. Your arm that's down on the floor is really just there to try to keep the shoulder in line with the hip, but you're trying to make the work come from the muscle here at the top of that hip. Good. And 4. This is called a mermaid. You're welcome. 2 and 1. All right, relax down. Good. Now, one more plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders, modifying down on the knees or coming all the way up. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Good. Come to hands and knees on the mat. Before we get that other side of mermaids, we're going to do just a little bit of balance and then also some core stability. So you're going to take your right arm and your left leg straight out, and you're just going to hold. Now, if you have any knee pain, definitely put a pillow or a folded blanket underneath that knee. The floor is unkind, and I actually use an extra thick yoga mat because I don't like that. Good. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Now left arm, right leg straight out. Hold here and gaze down. Keep the neck in line with the spine. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, bring it out onto your left side now. Switching over, bend those knees, stacking one knee on top of the other. Top hand to the hip, and squeeze up and down, and up and down. And we are 8, 7, feel it in that oblique. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's face the front of the room now. We're just going to do some hip stretching, a little bit of shoulder stuff, just to loosen everything up. So take those legs straight out in front of you. You're going to now find a wide seated stance, not too wide, just until you feel it in your inner thigh. Roll the shoulders back, and we're going to gently lean out to that right side. So you're just leaning out. Sweep the left arm over. You'll feel it in your obliques, and you'll feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh. Now, something that is great to do is if you have a band or you have a towel, what you can do to help yourself with this stretch is take the band, if Kokiri would move, thank you. Take the band and loop it around the ball of your foot. Now hold the band in the hand that's on that side, and then gently pull the toe towards you. Good, you're gonna feel a greater stretch in the back of the body, and then when you lean out, it's easier to get out there because you're gently assisted. It's wonderful. Good, bring it in. Now let's switch sides. If you're using your band, you're here, and you're going to gently pull towards you with that toe and lean out. They say this is one of the best stretches you can do. It really hits a lot of problem areas for most people. So if you have time in your day, definitely hit this one. And bring it back. All right, and now what we're gonna do is just bring those legs straight out in front, roll the shoulders back, and just tip forward. You're not reaching down towards the toes, just out and above them, until you feel a stretch in the back of the legs. Inhale back. Exhale, hands and eyes to sky, and inhale, gently wrap arms around the shoulders. Good, inhale, hands and eyes to sky. Exhale, wrap arms around the shoulders. This time, try to take the opposite arm on top. Good, we'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, hands and eyes to sky, and wrap those arms. You'll feel a stretch in the back of the body. Inhale, hands and eyes to sky, and wrap. Good, now let's come to hands and knees on the mat. We're gonna do some cat-cow. It's a yoga pose, but what you're gonna do is place the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and you're gonna gently arch the back. And now you're gonna gently round, and as you round, press the palms down into the mat and stretch up through the shoulders. Inhale, arch. Just a small movement. We're not trying to overarch, we're just stretching the muscles in the spine. Good, once more, inhale, arch. Exhale, round, pressing palms, fingers are splayed and active down on the mat. You're pressing the palms down to stretch into those shoulders. And now one more stretch. Take and widen those knees. Bring your big toes together. Sit your hips back over your heels. Now this might be hard to achieve. It's hard to find that flexibility in the hips, but just gently bring those hips back wherever you are today. Relax the head and neck down onto the mat. Active child's pose. Also one of the best poses a person can do. Stretches everything in the body all at once. Good, on your next inhale, bring it to hands and knees. And slowly, well, make your way to standing. But first I will say goodbye. Love you.